Acosta here, aka Powder D Beats, here with a brand new tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about 808s, so let's go ahead and get started. A lot of you guys been asking me how I do my 808 like portamento glide, pitch bendy type deal. So I decided I'd go ahead and make a video on it. So let's go ahead and preview the track. Alright, so yeah, you guys get the gist of that. I can go ahead and solo it out for you. Oh yeah, that's super sub friendly. So before we go into a brand new project file or a project file setup for this tutorial, I just want to say big shout out to Kato on the track and the Beat Club. All you guys gave me the inspiration to actually make this video because sort of the reactions I was getting. So yeah, thanks guys. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, we're back. So this is a little bit of a project that I was trying to put together. It was kind of just more of like an idea. So, but I thought it'd be a good like template to show you guys some of this drum work. So I can show you the example I've got. Alright, so yeah, you guys get that. So we'll start from scratch. Let's mute this. Start off with a brand new MIDI track. And let's go into, let's go into instruments. Let's go in and drag an instrument rack in here. And let's go ahead and drag in a sampler here. Now let's open up our macros. And let's name this 808, cuz, yeah, 808 cuz. So then we're gonna go in here into my Powder D drum kit that I will give you guys for subscribing to my channel, or you don't have to subscribe, you could just have it, so whatever. Let's go here into our kicks. Let's go into the 808s here, and let's slap in this C nasty. Deep C nasty. So yeah, when we play it on the keyboard as root C3, I believe. So here, well, I do this, like this, here, turn this on. Yeah. So we get that subwoofer up in there. Boom, boom. And so the reason why I picked a sample that was natively in the key of C was so that when we put it in the sampler and we struck the key of C, normally if you put like a G bass note and you put it in a sampler and you hit C, you're gonna actually be playing G. If you hit C3, which is gonna be like the root key of the sampler, not the actual sample. So what I did here was pretty much cheated the tuning process and put key an 808 in the bass of C in the sampler, so that when I hit C, play C, and so when I play C sharp, play C sharp and all that fun jazz, transposing it up and down, semitones. So then what I did here was I was actually pretty lazy, and you guys can be lazy with me. So this is my MIDI clip for the drum rack in here. And so what I did was I just went ahead and drug it over here and highlighted all my snares and all my, syncopated snares, and deleted those so that I just have the MIDI file for the kick. And so then we're gonna take that, drag over to our 808 channel, and so now it's gonna want to play C1 here. So what we could do now is click here, highlight them all, and drag them. Don't drag them there. Drag them all the way up. C3 here was the native key, or the root key here. So if we wanted to play around and play like D here, we can play D in the sampler. And if you want, while they're highlighted, you can actually go ahead and drag these MIDI notes out so they touch each other and actually sustain. So then we want to go in here and actually mess with the sample a bit and its release a bit. I always like around 700 to about 900 milliseconds of release time. That's always fun jazz. Okay. Yep. And then the special sauce on this all is gonna be over here in the glide. We're gonna go ahead and set it to glide. We're gonna go ahead and set the time. What do I have it here as? Oh man, I have 386 milliseconds. It's about there. Okay. So now whenever we play a note, it will play that specific note, and then while we're holding the sustain of the note and trigger another note, it'll just bend up to that. And so if we wanted to do octaves or so, yeah, we can play around with that. Fun jazz. So the last thing we're going to do is go into voicing tab and solo this out to one voice, because this is a sub bass, man. It's got to be mono to the teeth, man, to the teeth. So the secret sauce here would be to add octaves, and well, not octaves, but you can go ahead and play whatever scale you're working in. So 1, 2, 3, okay, F. I know that that's going to be another key in my scale, so I can go ahead and bend to that. And then make sure that when you're bending these notes, that the note that's going to be bent to is going to have to be in the middle of the sustain of the original pitch of the note. So say if I went to D3 here, and I want to bend like right here, I go D4 and start the MIDI note right here in the middle of the sustain. So yep. And then if you want, we can bend downwards as well. Yep. And as long as we keep re-triggering notes without notes bending or layering underneath them, they'll always just snap back to the root key. So then we could just kind of be real musical with this. So I hope you guys like that tutorial. Subscribe for more. See you guys later.